morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Brandon Mason Show. It is Friday, okay? It's end of the week. It's Friday. It's July 19th. I'm excited because it's the end of the week. I get to relax. I get to talk about football, and that's what I love the absolute most. Guys, welcome back to the show. Friday, July 19th. So glad to have you guys here. Let me tell you something. Yesterday, I had my birthday. It was great. Had some alcohol, had some cigars. Man, I was living life to the fullest, having a lot of fun. Wife and family set it up just perfect. I came back from Fisher Island in Miami, and I was surprised by a lot of people at my house. It was awesome. And I'm reaping the benefits of that because I had some family, but also having some complications this morning from the cigar. So, hey, I apologize. I'm a little bit raspy this morning. I'm not trying to be. We have a lot to talk about. It's Friday. I am freaking excited. We have another birthday today. My daughter's birthday. She's 2. She's born today. We're going to go on that toward the end of the show and give her a happy birthday shout out. But right now, guys, listen. Thank God it's end of the week heading into the weekend, and we get to keep talking about football, moving closer to the NFL season. We get started with preseason football right into the regular season football. If it's your first time watching today, hit the like button. If you've been here before, hit the like button. Leave a comment in the chat. We're talking about the 49ers today. And if you're first time in here, just know we have a morning show every day, Monday through Friday, and we have live play-by-plays all season long, Thursday night, Sunday night, and Monday night football. We're going to dive into that. But right now, let's get right into the main topic right now. And we have today the 49ers. What are the needs for the NFL season this year? Because they are there and they've shown up. Brock Purdy showed up as a rookie, Mr. Irrelevant. We're going to go into that. And then the second season, he's in the Super Bowl against Patrick Mahomes. Didn't work out, so we're going to go into the impact players. We're going to go into Christian McCaffrey. We're going to George Kittle. We're going to talk about Nick Bosa. We're going to go into the freaking receivers with Deebo Samuel and Brandon Aiyuk. There's a lot to talk about today. I hope you guys will enjoy this show. If you're here right now, again, smash that like button. Get ready. Share this with one person because we're getting ready to rock and roll. In the chat right now, all you guys, welcome, excuse me, to the live stream. Sorry. Throw the dice in the chat right now. Appreciate you guys coming in. We are live right now. And next week, we're going to be expanding across all social media. We will be live on YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all at one time live. We're expanding the show. That's going to be freaking awesome. But right now, let's talk about this. The 49ers, what are their needs this year? What can they do different? Should they attempt to fix what's not broken? Getting to the Super Bowl, I would imagine you don't have that much to fix, right? Reality is, you're in the Super Bowl. You got beat by Patrick Mahomes, arguably, well, definitely we know one of the best of all time. Arguably, in some people's eyes, the quarterback that will retire as the best quarterback of all time. So San Francisco 49ers put on the line. They get beat by a great team. But the question is, what do they have this season? What do they need this season to be successful? And I'm just telling you something right now. Looking at the roster, looking at the offensive firepower, we're going to go into impact players. The offense, there really isn't much to get in the offense, right? Maybe pick up some linemen, maybe some depth at some skill positions, maybe some depth at the linemen. You know, that's where it is there. Brock Purdy, that was a question. Is he that good as he came back into the second season? He was rookie, was Mr. Irrelevant, and we got those pictures we're going to pull up of him. Realistically, what I think the 49ers can do is capitalize on the defense. That's what I think right now is the most important piece of the pie because, again, we don't want to fix what's not broken. I apologize. We're still fixing all the wiring going on here in the background of our show here. So if I keep on moving, I'm not crazy. I'm just fixing the wire that's connected to my headphones because I don't have my earpiece in, which is right here as we're fixing some of that. So I have these bulky headphones on, but it kind of puts me in the zone. I got to be honest. Like, I don't want to have these bulky headphones on, but it puts me in the zone. I can hear everything I'm talking about. Feels good. But hey, that's just my own problem. But anyway, long story short, 49ers needs a defense. I got to focus on that. Defense line headed by Nick Bosa. Look, they had some great defensive end. We know that for sure for rushing the passer, focusing on the linebacker core. Getting that rush, that's first and foremost for the 49ers and some defensive coverage. That's all they got to focus on this year. I'm just saying, keep doing. Don't try to fix what's not broken. They had a great season 2 years ago. They had a great season last year. Brock Purdy leading that team, Mr. Irrelevant. It was Jimmy G. Down with injury. They had Trey Lance. First, it was Trey Lance I actually drafted. He went down. Jimmy G went down. Then you got Brock Purdy steps up and you go, this is going to be a shitty season because we're down to our third string quarterback and Brock Purdy stepped up. And last season, He stepped up again. He made plays, and he has that whole Rudy personality I keep saying about him, where it's like, Rudy, rooting for this guy. This guy's making plays. Whether you love him or not, he's playing well. But the question is, will the 49ers get back to the Super Bowl? In the chat right now, I see everybody putting nope out there. 60%. When I close the polls out right now, it says 60% of people currently are saying that they will not get back to the Super Bowl. If you're not a fan of the 49ers, put your favorite team in the chat right now. Drop your team in there. I want to know what you guys think. Good morning to everybody watching this live show and after the live show, people that jump on and watch it after. Thank you. We appreciate you as well. And what do you think about that? Will the 49ers get back to the Super Bowl? Can they win their division and get back and put that into place? And we're saying that right now. They need to focus on their defense. But let's dive into this right now. Is Brock Purdy better than the 49ers expected? Is he better than advertised, right? A lot of people go out, they get their quarterback, they get their running backs, and you go, I was pleasantly surprised at how good he was, especially being that Brock Purdy makes like $900,000 a year compared to every other quarterback making $5, $10 million, $20 million, $40 million. Brock Purdy's making $900,000. Living out in California is about $600,000. And if you factor in getting taxed in whatever state you're in outside of that, you have state tax, you have federal tax, you have all this stuff going on. You go, hey, you're living in California, you're playing in the Super Bowl, you're probably making about $600,000, maybe less than that, $500,000. And then, God forbid, you got some expenses. If you buy a car or you move around, you're the starting quarterback in the National Football League in the Super Bowl, playing at a big stage at big times, and you got a roommate, right? Like, I'm just saying, living out in California, you better make way more than that, especially living in the high life as an NFL superstar, trying to go out and drive a nice car, live in a nice place. That's not going to work out that well. I know Brock Purdy right now wants a new contract. I've been talking about that all last season. The NFL does not stipulate that and allow you to just go in and upgrade that contract during that time. He's on his rookie deal, which means he has about a year left or whatever, and then they can give him that maximum deal. I believe Brock Purdy's going to make a lot of money. If he's healthy this season with these weapons, when we get into the impact players at the running back position, obviously receiver position, tight end position, the defense, as that team grows and builds, they keep bringing in more draft picks. Brock Purdy, if he's healthy, you're going to see this man make a shit ton of money. And I'm talking big time money. Everybody in the chat right now, put the cash symbols in the chat. Put the money symbols in the chat right now, because I'm just telling you, whether you like him or not, Brock Purdy's going to make some big time money in the upcoming years here. And thank you, Mahai. We appreciate that super chat, brother. We greatly need to get these sounds right, man. We greatly appreciate you, man.
Make some noise!
We greatly appreciate that. Super chats are dropping in the chat, Mahai. We greatly appreciate you. I like that right there. Happy Friday with the mob. We be mobbing. You know we are. And when the freaking play-by-play start, and there's thousands of people rolling in here, the morning show is going to get crazy. You're going to start seeing hundreds of people flowing in our morning show. That's going to all get started. So look, we are mobbing. We are rocking and rolling. Thank you for the super chat. Maha, I greatly appreciate you showing up every freaking day. Everybody else that's in here, I will be mentioning every single person's name. I greatly appreciate you. As we build, you will become part of our show. And as our show makes a shit ton of money, you will also make money with our program, just so you guys know I appreciate you. But Brock Purdy, that's what we're talking about right now. Is he as good as advertised? This guy has showed up. The 49ers can be very happy with who they got at Mr. Irrelevant. And Mr. Irrelevant, if you guys do not know, Mr. Irrelevant is when you are drafted the last pick in the NFL draft, 7th round, at the end of the freaking draft. They have one more pick to go, and they go with the last pick in the NFL draft. The 49ers select Brock Purdy. And Brock Purdy comes on the stage, and he gets a shirt that says Mr. Irrelevant. I actually have the picture of, I don't think it was even there. I have a picture here of this woman here with the jersey, and you see it here. Mr. Irrelevant. San Francisco 49ers select in the 7th round, right there live, Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant. And all I'm saying is, you show up Mr. Irrelevant, you're not getting paid crazy money, right? You're not high in a big-time contract. Some of these guys do not make the NFL roster. There's guys in the 6th round, 7th round, 5th round that don't make an NFL roster. So for him to make the NFL roster and then play good the first season as a rookie, then come in the next season, get his first chance to start for the entire year and get to the Super Bowl and play against Patrick Mahomes, you just can't knock him. That's all I'm saying. You just can't knock him. So I'm just saying, when you look at the offensive scheme with their players in position, He's doing pretty damn good, and I think that the 49ers have a great person to look to, and I think they believe he's better than expected and better than advertised, and not very much do you get the opportunity in the National Football League with all the freaking coaches and all the organizations to get out there and draft a player and go, holy shit, he's better than expected. When did that happen last? Players like Tom Brady, who go in the late rounds and you get him in, you go, we'll see how he does out of Michigan. Better than expected. So we cannot forget that. I think that's a great situation. Will he get to the Super Bowl? We'll see about that. But is he better than what they thought? I believe so. So let's move on for a second and let's dive into another piece of this for a minute. 49ers impact players for the 2024 NFL season. Now, we already know that their offensive line is lined up, and they have Brock Purdy there. And in the backfield, they got Christian McCaffrey, right? That's what I'm talking about. And then they have George Kittle. This is what the 49ers are known for. We're going to get into the receiver core in a second. But when you take a look at this team showing up for 2024, okay, 2024, the 49ers, how do you guys feel about Christian McCaffrey? Is he the best running back in the National Football League? Yes or no? Drop that in the chat. We're going to get to that in a second. Christian McCaffrey lines up one of the beast players. We're going to dive into a full conversation about him. George Kittle, a guy you can go to when in doubt, 1st and 10, 2nd and 5, 2nd and 15, 3rd and 10. Doesn't matter. A tough guy, a warrior at the tight end position. And then obviously Brock Purdy leading that offense, which is so important. And then I have some other pictures here I want to bring up. We got freaking Brandon Aiyuk. We got Deebo Samuel. We got some players out here covering these players. Good luck to you. All right, when you line up against these two receivers, you have some trouble. Let's just call it like it is. It's not easy to cover these two players, and that is why Brock Purdy has some offensive weapons, and then he can turn around. When in doubt, he's got screen passes, slant passes. He's got 9 go routes. He's got hitches. He's got stops. He's got everything you need in the talent out there as offensive weapons to go with him. And then I have another image here. These two on the field at the same time are very hard to cover, not to mention Christian McCaffrey in the backfield, and then George Kittle. It just, the offensive star power for the 49ers, I'm just telling you, if I'm watching football, okay, and I'm not taking a look and saying, hey, look, I've been watching the team for a long time. I'm just saying, you look at the roster, you pull up on here, what's going on. Brock Purdy in his second year, playing pretty damn well. I got some stats here. I didn't want to get it wrong. I pulled them up here last season, 2023 stats, 4,200 yards here, 31 touchdowns, Brock Purdy. And then you got Christian McCaffrey last year, 1,400 yards, averaging 5 yards a carry, 14 touchdowns. When you look at their offensive star power, right, and I got it pulled up right here just to make sure I got it right. You look at the offensive star power. Even if you didn't study football like that and you just pulled the roster up on paper, you're like, holy shit, this team has everything. And when you compare that to another team, I challenge you to compare. Anywhere you go, look around the National Football League, compare the teams. There isn't many teams stacked like this, where you go, holy shit, they got 2 receivers that are going to be very hard to cover. They got a running back that's arguably the best in National Football League. They got a great tight end who's one of the best in National Football League. A quarterback who's Mr. Irrelevant, who showed up and did the damn thing, was out there crushing it. Good coach, good system. 49ers fans, they love it. And then you just have to go, how does the defense play? Like, that's where we go to next. How does the defense ball out? And that's why we have to go to this picture here. You got a defense led by one of the best players in defense in National Football League, Nick Bosa, out there getting it done. He brings star power. He brings talent right now. Is Nick Bosa one of the best edge pass rushers out there? Do you think this guy is an absolute beast? Would you want to be the quarterback with this guy rushing around the edge, right? And then you also have John Lynch here. I have another picture of him and John Lynch being like, hey, look, man, you're one of the best out here. I need you to ball out today. Will you get it done? How are you feeling? Let's win some games, right? In San Francisco, they have a lot to talk about, whether they get to the Super Bowl or not, like whether they actually get back to the Super Bowl or not. They have a lot of impact players. So I'm just saying, if the defense can hold it together, the safeties and corners can lock it down a little bit, and they get, some people in the draft this year, and they can do it. I think the 49ers can play well. Will they get back to the Super Bowl? That's a question to find out. But will they ball out? They have no choice but to ball out, because if I'm the head coach or I'm in the organization, I'm an owner of this team, and I'm looking at the roster and I'm going down, I'm going, okay, Would you want anybody else at the receiver position? Would you want anybody else at the running back position? Would you want anybody else at the tight end position? Would you want another player? If you go, these are my guys, and this is who I want, I would select these people at any given time, then you got the team you want. You got the star power you want. They need to focus on that defense, creating havoc on other offenses right now. Let me take a look at some of the people in the chat right now. How the hell are you guys feeling? Again, my eyes are absolutely terrible. I just want you guys to know I have computers everywhere in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have a phone here, 5, 6, 7, 8 computers in here. I cannot wait to show you guys the setup in this freaking system here. Let me take a look at some of these messages real quick and see what you guys are saying. Let's see. Let me look down here. Don't forget Greenway. If he didn't get hurt, they would have beaten Kansas City. Mile High said, Cantrell's in the building. There's a time we got to announce some people in here. Everybody right now, throw the dice in the chat so I can say your name right now. Tracy, how you feeling? Kenyatta, how you freaking feeling? We got He Is Motivated. Mile High, LaFrance, Rogers in the building. Annie's in the building. How the hell are you guys feeling this morning? I'm going through the chats right now. Brenda's in the building. Thank God Brenda flew down to Miami, was hanging out with us. Excellent freaking help. An amazing person. Thank you so much. Everyone else that's in the building coming in here, drop the dice in there so I can mention your name loud and clear in the freaking live stream. You guys make this great. It's going to keep on growing. It's growing big. Everyone that's popping in here, I greatly appreciate you. And you guys are making this thing grow and bringing in the big dollars. I had to drop that in the chat just now. But the impact players right now for the San Francisco 49ers, elite level. So I'm just saying, if you're looking at the teams and you're on any other program, any other organization, look at the Cowboys, right? Do they have a similar star power? They have Dak Prescott. They got CeeDee Lamb. They got Ezekiel Elliott in there. They have a tight end. But when you compare them to the 49ers, they're not any better. When you look at every other team keep going around, I mean, literally go down the whole damn situation. Look at the whole lineup. Look at the Baltimore Ravens. Even look at the Chiefs, for God's sakes. You got Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, receivers, Rashee Rice. They got Xavier. Then they got Pacheco. Similar matchup. The only thing you have different, I'd say, realistically, is like, hey, the GOAT is at quarterback. But the defensive strategy, I mean, look, these teams are pretty similar. That's why they're both in the Super Bowl, right? Take a look at the Buffalo Bills and people that were pretty damn close getting there. The Dolphins, all the talent they got. I'm just saying, the offensive here for the 49ers star power is pretty damn crazy. Mile High just gifted another membership, and I think he went to Candy because Candy, something's wrong with her account. Thank you so much. Mile High's in the building again. We greatly appreciate you.
Make some noise!
Greatly appreciate that, Mile High. Freaking Beast Mode helping us grow. Candy Strong gets back in there and gets her freaking Mason Mobster account fixed. She was trying to fix that. I greatly appreciate that. So as we move forward, past impact players, okay? Let's talk about Christian McCaffrey for a second, okay? Because Christian McCaffrey, I got a lot of content, a lot of images to pull up here with Christian McCaffrey, the pictures we have, the opportunities to watch him ball out here in the National Football League. I got it right freaking here. The guy's built like a running back. When I played, I was 6'2", 6'3", 240 pounds. I always tell the story because I get the ball, everybody could see me. Like I get the ball, the offensive line's here, and I'm 6'3", and the offensive line's big. Now, in National Football League and college football, guys were 6'8", 6'9", 6', whatever. But being 6'2", 6'3", running around, you're like a target that people can kind of see. Christian McCaffrey, a little shorter, stocky, fast, built, agile. I mean, I'm just telling you, he's got every possibility to break tackles and make big-time plays. Is Christian McCaffrey the best running back in the National Football League right now? Drop it in the chat right now. Put yes if you think Christian McCaffrey is the best. Put no if you think Christian McCaffrey is not. But if you put no, then you must put who is. If you don't think Christian McCaffrey is the best running back in the National Football League, who is better? I want to know what you guys think right now. There's some great running backs out there. Not saying there's not. But if you believe somebody is better than him, drop it in the chat right now. There's a lot of great talent out there, just saying. But I happen to think Christian McCaffrey is definitely one of the best. He's built like a freaking horse. Let me see right here what we got for yardage. We have here 1,400 yards. Look, 14 touchdowns on 272 attempts. Before that, we can't forget his stint with the Panthers was an absolute beast. And when they made this trade, I said, wow. Like they just let their best freaking player go, whether it was financial reasons, whatever the case may be. I know they had Cam Newton out there. And at the end of the day, Christian McCaffrey went to the 49ers, gelled with that system immediately. Like, it didn't take long. He gelled pretty damn quickly. He was balling out so damn fast. It was like, okay, it seems like he knew this offense for a long time. And then I have a picture here of the two, Brock Purdy, Christian McCaffrey, balling out together. They make it happen, and they are a team that you got to look out for. They got to look out for them. I'm just saying. I have some other cool pictures of what's been going on. But Christian McCaffrey, one of the best and most dynamic running backs in the National Football League. It would be very difficult to say that he's not the best. But if there is someone that is better, I would love to see someone drop it down here in the chat right now. I greatly appreciate you guys. I'm throwing some stuff out here to keep you guys in here in connection, in conversation. We're almost set up where I can click on your message and it to pop up. That will be done this upcoming weekend. Also, we are starting to spin the wheel next week, so you better be in here so we can spin the wheel and make some money. Annie, how are you feeling? He is motivated. Mile High. Roger, how are you feeling this morning? Tell me how you're feeling in the chat right now. Everyone that's in here. Tracy, how are you feeling? LaFrance, how are you feeling right now? How are you feeling? Kenyatta, how are you feeling? Drop it in the chat. How the hell are you guys doing today on freaking Friday as we move forward here in conversation? Will the 49ers win the NFC West? Okay, well, the 49ers win the NFC West, and we have it right here. You got the 49ers. You got the Arizona Cardinals. You got the Los Angeles Rams, and you have the Seattle Seahawks. What team in here is going to give them any problems? I mean, Los Angeles, they can show up. We talked about them. They can show up. But do you think they have enough power to beat the San Francisco 49ers? Right? That's the question right now. We need to go over that. That's important in conversation to talk about. I want to ask that question and see how you guys feel about that. Do you think there's any chance for any other team to win this division? Because you got the 49ers, you got the Rams, and the Cardinals and the Seahawks, they're working on building. But the 49ers and the Rams, they're the two to take this. Will the 49ers win that division? And then we have a question in the chat right now. Mile High, what's the favorite memory? The thing is, for me, Mile High, the problem that I had was I got to a chance, obviously, to go to the Giants. I went there, I'm working out, my knee is swelling up. And then, obviously, you're there, you're back and forth, you're in the locker room, you're talking, and then I wasn't playing. And then the Dolphins brought me here. I get to Miami, and I'm here with the Miami Dolphins, working out with them. I got here. Reggie Bush was in the locker room when I first got here. And I would just tell you this, a quick little message. My problem that I had was my knee kept swelling up, so I couldn't play. That was a problem. And every coach was telling me the same thing, so I know that was correct. The biggest memory that I have just in football in general, whether it's NFL or college, is the camaraderie and the building of your team together. The day in, the sweat, the effort you got to put in. I mean, there's so much that goes on behind the scenes. In the locker room, you're fighting in the locker room at times. You're fighting on the field. A lot of times fighting with the defense, right? Players that are acting crazy. You're bringing the ball back as a running back and they're knocking the ball out of your hands, like all this kind of shit. The camaraderie that you build together through camp, and you show up for game one, you're in the locker room, people are looking different. They went through camp. I had guys losing 30, 40 pounds of crazy. In like 3 weeks, guys losing tons of weight, eating healthy, staying hydrated. You see the change of people growing. I thought that was awesome. My brothers that were with me in the locker room playing, no matter what team I was on, that just made the world a difference. So my biggest memory of playing, obviously, growing up, scoring touchdowns, having all that fun, family, supporting everything was phenomenal. And then it comes down to camaraderie, your locker room, your players, you go to war with them. And at practice is like war. And the defense is like, you hate them. And then when you get to the season, you're like, these are my boys riding with me. And just kind of unfolds a little different. So all I got to say is that's my biggest memory, Mile High. I can't wait to click. When people have questions, I can click on it, bang, and it pops up. I cannot wait to have that feature because then we can have some better conversation. I click on it, pops up, and everyone can see the question that someone asked or the message that someone said. We're going to go into that. Moving forward here to this part of the segment. Are the 49ers a Super Bowl team? So that was the main question I asked on here on the poll there, and then a bunch of stuff we talked about. So I want to end with the main question at hand. And the main question is, are the 49ers a Super Bowl team? So I'm not saying they're going to get there right now. I'm not saying, hey, are we going to guarantee a win? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, are they a Super Bowl caliber team? My answer to that would be yes. Now, will they get there in the poll as will they get there? Yes, maybe not. But are they a Super Bowl caliber team? My answer to that is yes, because you look around the locker room, you look at what they got, all the star power impact players from the offense, you got quarterbacks, running backs, tight ends, all that. It's very difficult, obviously, to see a team like this not have success. I'd like to say honestly that, hey, there's other teams that are that good, or the National Football League has parity, and there's other people that obviously that have built organizations that have everything that you need to be successful. But there isn't many teams with the star power. I mean, you can even look at people like the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Patriots, look at the Arizona Cardinals, look at the Seahawks, go through the entire list of NFL teams and the whole entire list. You just don't see a roster built like this. And that's all I'm saying. In the chat right now, everybody, throw the dice in the chat right now as we finish up part of this segment of our show. I have some other pictures I want to show you. I wouldn't say I'm overly fascinated by what Brock Purdy's done, but I will say it's something that he should be excited about, and I think the 49ers should be excited about, because it's not very, it hasn't been that many times where you draft a quarterback and you go, this is my guy for the long haul, and everybody's excited about it, right? He's only in his second year, heading into his third year now. So the problem is, obviously, not making that much money yet, trying to live hard, trying to do a bunch of things, trying to be able to grow and build with San Francisco. I have some other great pictures here, and this was the main image I wanted to show here. Are they a Super Bowl team, yes or no? And here you go. What are they doing different? They're having fun. Like, they're having fun in the National Football League. They're running around. They're celebrating. You get a pick six. You get whatever you get. You show up in the end zone. You have fun. But the team, they're having fun and they're enjoying it. And they were one stop away from winning it, and they got beat by the GOAT, one of the best players of all time. Candy, welcome back to the live stream. You were just gifted a membership by Mile High, just gifted your membership back in running. So we appreciate that, Mile High. We appreciate you bringing Candy back to life in the Mason mob. Julie's in the building now. Thank you. Put the dice out there. We greatly appreciate you. But look, that's the thing there. Are they a Super Bowl team? They have the weapons. They do. But the problem is, will they win a Super Bowl is another question. I see another question in there. Are you doing the Perry Paul fight? I'm going to try to do that tomorrow night. I'm going to try to do that. I will send an email out. I have a lot of family that was in town, so I'm trying to organize some stuff today. I will try to do the Jason Paul and Perry fight. If you guys want to do that, I will jump on and get that done. If you guys want to watch the fight, I will do that. Tons of people come in and they love it and they watch it live on pay-per-view. That could be a lot of fun. Make sure you guys check your emails, because I'm going to send an email out today and let you guys know if we're going to be live for the Jake Paul and Perry fight. If we do that, we're going to have our live play-by-plays like we do. Backwards hat on, having fun, enjoying the fight. How we switch it up for the games. We might do that. I think you guys would love that also, to bring those people into the live stream again. But more important, guys, I want to tell you something. I greatly appreciate what you guys are doing. We're having a lot of fun. Today is Oakley's birthday, and I wanted to pull up here a picture of Oakley. I hope we have everything here coming in here. I was a little bit screwed up here for a second. But let me see if I can just do a quick happy birthday shout out. And I believe I have it in here. Here we go. Happy birthday to Oakley. And here she wants to say up and say hi for a second, guys. Give me 1 second. Oh, how pretty she looks. Say happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Actually, I'm saying happy birthday to you. That's what I meant to say. Say, how do you say? Say thank you.
Thank you.
Say hi.
Hi.
Oh, happy birthday to Oakley. She is 2 years old today, July 19th. Happy birthday, Oakley. Say hi. Okay. So smack the like button on there for Oakley. Thank you, Oakley. It is her birthday. She is 2 years old. We are so grateful for her. Every single day, she brings a lot of joy to our life. She is a phenomenal young kid in the making. I am forever grateful to have her in our life. And I wanted to make her obviously a big part of the show. And I have to do what I have to do from a professional standpoint. Obviously, I got to get out here and talk about sports. I can't go into Oakley, but I have to do that at the end to give my love and support, because she is a beautiful daughter. She's 2. And she literally, we went to the hospital on my birthday. And I said, we need to give it a couple more hours. We need her to have her own birthday to celebrate. So again, we are so happy. Everyone in the chat, play happy birthday. Thank you. Put the hearts in the chat. Put the love in the chat. I'm getting ready to take her to the toy stores to run around and buy her whatever the hell she wants, because she's my daughter. My kids are like, I want this. I'm like, nope. She goes in and says, I want this. I go, put it on the register. Like, we don't care. She gets everything. That's my daughter, so she's going to have the world. I'm excited about that. But guys, I greatly appreciate you. Throw the hearts in the chat, all the love. We appreciate all the girls rocking with us for our live streams in the morning as we move forward and keep on growing and growing and growing. There's a lot of people that are sending us messages, sponsors, all kinds of advertising people, people coming into the building, cigar sponsors, alcohol sponsors, sports betting applications. There is a lot happening with our program. And when we start our live play-by-plays for the NFL season, it's going to be out of control. I promise you that. There's going to be thousands of people hanging out with us and some guests that are coming in live to hang out and have a great time. So as we're doing that, we're having a chance before the season. It's actually the off season, but now the season's getting ready to pick back up. I'm going to have everything done for this season, whether it's the cameras, the microphone set up, the headphones, all this stuff. I got my coffee lined up right here. My new mug's coming in. And I have some gifts going to all the Mason mobsters. So what I need to do is I need to get emails, I need people's addresses so I could send some stuff out to you guys from the show. We'll come right to your house. And then for the live games, we have pizza deliveries coming to your house. It's going to be a lot of fun. And spinning the damn wheel next week. We're going to be spinning that up, and people are going to be winning some money in the morning. So I'm looking forward to that. Guys, listen, I greatly appreciate you. It is now, obviously, it's Friday. We're just past time. I just want to say thank you. You guys make this great. You guys make this fun. And as you guys know, if you've been here for the play-by-plays, when all the freaking people pour in here, it is an excellent time. I'm going to get all those people to understand, hey, we have a morning show, and they will jump in and hang out with us. So, guys, I look forward to seeing you guys soon. I will see you on Monday. If not, tonight, the Jake Paul and Perry fight. I'm going to try to get that on rocking and rolling. Wait. Is it tonight or tomorrow? Let me get this right here. Mile High. The game, let me just make sure I got this right so you guys have the right time here. Because the Jake Paul fight, we might have to do this. Let me just make sure I have this right with you guys. Jake Paul, Mike Perry, how are we looking right now? I know they had the weigh-ins. They got a lot going on. It's Saturday. So today, you get a chance to relax. And the fight is tomorrow. Right? I was trying to make sure I got that right. It's tomorrow. Make sure you check your emails. And if you haven't, go to BrandonMasonShow.com and put your email in for the newsletter so you know what we're doing live, what the live guests are going to be. But tomorrow, if we are live for the Jake Paul Perry fight, you go on YouTube. I will pay for the pay-per-view. I will pay for the streaming. I will pay for Days and whatever network the stuff's on. You come on and you find my channel, and I'll be rocking here live for the freaking show, hanging out with you guys and having a good time listening to the fight. So listen, check your emails. I will send it out as soon as possible today and let you guys know if we're doing it live. And if I don't see you, I will see you Monday morning at 9:55. You guys have an excellent rest of your Friday heading into the weekend. I look forward to hanging out with you guys. And again, everyone in the live stream, thank you so much for being here. I will see you guys soon.